Now, Portal is one of my favorite games of all time, and personally, my favorite thing from the game is the companion cube. So today, I thought it would be fun to teach you guys how to build your own companion cube in Minecraft. Now, this is one of my favorite things to build in the game. I think you can do so much with it. You can use it for a storage room, you can use it for automatic farms, plus it just looks really cool. So I really hope that you guys enjoy today's tutorial. So for this, I highly recommend using the chipped mod just because you have a lot more blocks available. So for this video, I will be using that, but I will be including the vanilla version as well. Essentially, to make the companion cube, you're only going to need about 3 blocks. For the vanilla version, we're going to need quartz, polished andesite, and pink stained glass. And then this is the total number of blocks that you're going to need for each of those. However, if you're using the chipped mod like I am today, you're going to need polished smooth stone, polished tuff, and fancy pink stained glass. I did all of the math myself, so my apologies if it's not 100% accurate. So to begin, you're going to want a 19 by 19 space. You want to go to each corner and build 6 blocks out, leaving a 1 block gap with 3 in the middle, and then repeat the pattern all around. So it should look something like this. And now for each of the 3 block wide sections, we're going to build up 1 block taller and repeat the pattern all the way around. Now for each of these little corner sections here, you're going to build up 2 blocks taller right here. And then for the corners here, you're going to want to build up 6 blocks tall, but leave that empty spot right there. And then from the top, build out 2 blocks each way on both sides. And then you're going to want to connect them like this, like a little staircase, and fill in the rest. And then you want to repeat that pattern the whole way around. So again, there's going to be 3 blocks on the top and 3 blocks here with the little staircase connecting them. And now that that's done, you should have something that looks like this. So now we're going to take our polished andesite or our polished tuff, whichever block that you chose to use. We're going to build like this, but we're going to break this block on the bottom here, and we're going to build 3 blocks up. And then in the middle, we're going to place 3 pink stained glass blocks. And we're going to repeat this pattern on each side. Now, right above these blocks here, we're going to build 1 block out like this, and we're going to go 5 blocks wide. And then you're going to build 2 blocks out on both sides, 2 blocks out again on top of that. And then from this block, you're going to build 4 blocks taller. So in total, that's going to be 5 blocks. And you're going to repeat the pattern on the top. So the top should also be 5 blocks wide, and you should have a shape like that. Now this is where we're going to put the heart. So 1 block from where you started, you're going to build up like this. You're going to go 5 blocks wide on this level, 7 blocks across on the next 2 levels. And then on the top layer, you're just going to put 2 blocks like that with a little gap in between, and then you can fill in the rest of the shape. And now we're going to repeat that on each side. So now that you've repeated the pattern on all 4 sides, what you're going to want to do is fill in the gaps here with the polished andesite or the polished tuff, and it's going to be 3 blocks tall each. So you want to build this shape until you're 2 blocks above this block right here, like this, and repeat the pattern all the way around. And then from here, we're going to go to each of the corners, and we're going to build 1 block up, leaving that gap right there, and we're going to build this 3 tall, and repeat on each corner until you have something that looks like this. Now on each corner, we're going to build a layer of pink stained glass. And then with this darker block here, you can build 2 blocks up, leaving 1 block above it like that. Now what we're going to do for the top is essentially repeat the pattern that we have down here. So up here, we're going to build 1 block out like that and have it be 3 across on each side like this. And then from the corner, we're going to build 5 more blocks up, so 6 blocks tall in total. We're going to break this block right here in the corner and build 6 blocks out. Repeat on both sides. And then we're going to do the same thing where you build 2 blocks down, so that's 3 blocks. And then you just connect these with a staircase like this. And you want to repeat that on each side. Now what we want to do with each of these little sections is fill it in with the darkest block that we have until we get to this block right here. We want to leave that middle section empty because we're going to do something a little bit different with it. Once you've got all of that done, you can build up all the way up like that, 1 more block, and then you can build up 3 blocks like this, with the middle part being filled with the pink stained glass. And then with these blocks right here, we're going to build out 1 more and build 2 tall with the lightest block that we have. So now the sides of the companion cube are done. All that we have left to do is the top, which is essentially repeating the exact same pattern. So from each corner, you're going to want to build 2 blocks out like this, and then connect those with a staircase like that. Now that all of those sections are filled in, you're going to want to go right here and you're going to build 1 block more. So now on each side from this block right here, we're going to build 3 blocks out, and we're going to do this, leaving 1 row in the middle that we're going to fill in with the pink stained glass, and repeat on each side. Now from here, we're going to build 5 blocks wide like this, connect it with a little staircase, and have the pattern repeat on each side. And then we're going to do the heart pattern that we did down there, right up here again. And now the final thing to do for the roof is just fill in the rest here with that darkest block that you got. So now the full exterior is done. Now for the inside, there is plenty of different things that you can do with it. Personally, I love doing this like checkered cherry floor. I think it looks adorable, but again, there's so much that you can do with it. Something else that I really love doing in these kind of builds is using this little corner up here. I'll place some glowing blocks so that we can get some lighting in here, and then kind of cover this area with some cherry leaves. I think that the cherry leaves add a really good way to add some light in here, and I love how the leaves fall down. If you're using modded Minecraft, I think that pink lanterns also make it look really cute in here. But again, there's so many options. And then also, depending on what shader that you're using, it casts a little heart shadow on the floor, which I just think is so cute. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!